So let's move on. The next story is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is currently outselling Mario Kart World in the United States. And what do you think about that?
Honestly, it doesn't surprise me. And I say that as I have not played Mario Kart World, but from what I know, I saw people talking about it 3 days after it came out, saying like, "All right, I'm bored with this game. I'm done playing." And then I know there's a controversy also with the online, and people are getting mad at that. And from what I remember, they might have fixed it, or at least they might have made it better. But I know it off-put a lot of people. Within a few weeks of the game coming out, there were people who said that they just didn't think they were going to go back to it. And some people said, "Yeah, I've already sold it." And I read some people saying, "I didn't even buy it. I bought Mario Kart 8." And so instead of buying Mario Kart World when it was out, they actually bought 8 for their Switch too. So it honestly, it really doesn't surprise me that Mario Kart 8 would be doing better, especially if people are like, "I want to play Mario Kart. Oh, don't get that one. It kind of sucks. Get 8 instead. 8's really good. It has this and this."
That makes sense. If somebody asked me what Mario Kart they should buy, I would say, yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is probably better right now. In the future, maybe with DLC, Mario Kart World will be better, but at the moment, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is probably better for most people. I had a friend recently who just bought a Nintendo Switch and Mario Kart 8. Now, the Switch 2 is out, but they can't buy it because it's very hard to find in my area. That plays a role into it. The Switch 2 is hard to find. Yeah, and the install base of the Switch is obviously much bigger than the Switch 2. Yeah, so I think maybe in like 5 years, Mario Kart World will be doing pretty well in sales, but that really depends on the updates Nintendo gives to the game. The game desperately needs updates. It needs new courses. It needs a really radically redesigned online mode because people have been complaining like there's no 3-lap races. There's these intermission style races. Frankly, I was okay with that for the first couple weeks, but now I'm like, I don't know, I'd rather have 3-lap races. Pretty difficult to find 3-lap races. You know, I was trying to play the game and it was hard to find participants to play the game with me. So a lot of people are quitting the game and I don't blame them. I think Mario Kart World was a missed opportunity. I think the open world is heavily underutilized. And one of my biggest complaints is that there's really no system to easily find the P-switches, which are the mission-based activities in the game. It's really hard to find them. You have to like drive around the map randomly hoping that you're going to find them because I've already done so many of them that it's hard to find new ones. And it's like, I don't really want to drive around for hours trying to find a new P-switch. They really need a new system for identifying where the P-switches are. And frankly, they need a lot of content in the open world, not just P-switches. P-switches are the only thing you can really do in the game in the open world. That's pretty much it.
Pardon my ignorance on it, but there's no map or anything that you can't just look at the P-switches? Because that's kind of stupid if there's not.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you can just find P-switches that are not completed yet. I don't even think you can find ones. Well, I think you can find them if you've already done them. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played the game. But if you can't find new ones using the map.
Would it make the game worse if there was a map that had all the new ones? Like, say you get the game and it's brand new and you start to play it.
No. It would make the game much better if you knew where all the P-switches were.
No, but I know that from when they're running out, but it wouldn't make the game too cheap or anything. I mean, I'm just trying to see it from like a beginning perspective because I haven't played it.
I don't think so. I don't think it's really that big of a deal to hide the P-switches. I don't really think it's that exciting to hide them. They could hide other things. They could hide other collectibles. They don't have to show everything on the map. But the P-switches is basically the entire gameplay hook. So there's no point to hide them, because if you hide them, there's nothing else to do. You have to drive around an empty map, which is not fun. Yeah, I think they need a lot more P-switches, but they also need a lot more stuff to do in the game, and they need to show you where the P-switches are. And maybe I'm misremembering, but I don't think so. I think they don't show them at all. And you can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't think they showed them at all. Another thing is, like, the character selection is so messy. The character select screen is just a bunch of like alternate costumes. It's just a pain in the ass. And frankly, there should be other Nintendo characters in the game. There should be like Link, the Splatoon chick, all of that stuff. They're not in the game. That's kind of stupid. And also, it's very stupid that Donkey Kong is the only fucking Kong character in the game. There's no Diddy Kong. There's no Funky Kong. Funky Kong is the only character I want to play as, and he's not in the fucking game. That's
Like,
probably why Mario Kart World is not selling very well, because Funky Kong's not in the game.
I mean, Mario Kart Wii sold a shit ton. I mean, it was for the Wii as well, but yeah. But I know Funky being in there, a lot of people who didn't even know who Funky was. He was a fan favorite. Right, he was the best character pretty much, but he was still a fan favorite. And I always thought that was kind of cool. So it doesn't make that Mario Kart World is a 2025 game. There's a DK theme park, and you have all this shit, and you don't have Funky in the game, or Diddy's not in the game, Dixie isn't in the game.
It's a fucking joke. They have these, irrelevant characters that no one cares about, but they don't have Funky Kong, and they don't even have Diddy Kong in the game. It's a slap in the face.
There's going to be DLC, and it's going to be like Elephant Mario from Wonder, and Elephant Peach. I
Pink Gold Peach, Pink Gold Wario.
Don't you think Elephant Peach? Don't you think that shit would? How do you think people would react to that? If there's DLC and it's like, oh, Elephant Mario and Elephant Peach with the
honestly,
Mario one.
I think people would react favorably. I don't know. I think most people are just stupid, so I don't know. They'll probably react favorably to any old shit that Nintendo throws in the game.
The thing about rosters in Mario Kart that surprises me is that they just add random shit to it when they could just add established characters that people care about. They say they don't have time. It's fucking Mario Kart. How do you not have time to add a model to the game and tweak it?
That's bullshit. They have unlimited time and resources, right? They can spend as much money as they want and as much time as they want in terms of man hours, not in terms of like the calendar, but in terms of man hours. It's bullshit to say they don't have time.
And the thing about that too is they have some really talented people working for Nintendo, presumably. Granted, yeah, I don't know exactly how the gaming industry works, but I do know that when we would have loved to have included Waluigi, but unfortunately there just wasn't enough time. Yeah, but there was enough time to put Honey Queen and Wiggler and this and that and this shit. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. They were lazy. They didn't want to. It's just an excuse.
I remember the reason why they added Toads to fucking New Super Mario Bros. Wii was because they didn't want to animate Peach's dress, because they didn't want to put the effort, and so they decided to put the Toads. And I remember reading that and thinking like, wow, that's fucking lazy. They're game developers. What do you mean you don't want to put the effort?
Wow. So they put Toads in the game because they didn't want to animate Peach's dress. Wow. I'd love to have their job. It sounds really laid back.